Hey y'all, I can boil because yay. Ha! Hey, well, it's cool with me, guys. Well, it's cool with me. So now we're doing fun stuff, obviously. Um, you know, if you know me, you know I love storytelling. I keep banging on about that. Somebody give me money for saying that. So basically, I love storytelling, and it was award season in Hollywood. If you love films, you would love Hollywood award season because that's where everybody come out and we all doing betting. I don't do that, and I just say a lot who's gonna win, and I watch the films. I want to see why they were so revered by the critics and all of that because I consider myself a critic too, and most of the time I agree with the critics. We all right, and sometimes I don't. So basically, that's what it is. So welcome back to another episode of So What Now with me, Ayanda, and we're gonna talk Hollywood. This is much more chilled, yeah. So I like this. This is the type of thing that I like talking about. Okay, I don't know if you guys are into Hollywood, but you're gonna be into Hollywood by the time I'm done. Okay, I can promise you that much. You are going to be into Hollywood films and what I think of them, and no, okay, maybe not what I think of them. maybe maybe you'll be interested in how the film world works and how it influences us, right? That's what I'm here to talk about. So, the last big show is obviously the Oscars. There's some shows in between, awards shows. I just want to talk about it. Gosh, there's so much that has happened, and what I think about the whole thing. So, do you think the first big one that starts is generally Golden Globes? And people think that Golden Globes are the predictor of how the award season's gonna go. There were a lot of a bit of upsets here and there. So I just wanna share my piece on that. Yeah. Okay. The big one that starts is obviously the Golden Globes, and there's some in between, and then that leads up to the Oscars. So Golden Globes were cool. I think the guy that ended up winning the Oscar won the Golden Globe because Golden Globes have caters for everything. They don't just cater for film. Like they break things down. You have a musical and you have a dramatic film. They do also
Limited series, I think.
limited series. Like literally they do even TV, right? So Golden Globes are different in that sense, but they do give a sense of who might take the big prize, which brings me to a point that have always upset me when it comes to this. You remember Ray? I know black people gonna be mad at me on this one. Ray came out the same time as Leonardo DiCaprio's Aviator when he played Howard Hughes on that. Leo played that character. So Leo won Best Dramatic and Jamie Foxx won Best Musical. But when it comes to the Oscars, guess who took the big prize? We all know Jamie Foxx did. That was upsetting to me because I've watched both films and I'm very particular about how I pick my actors. Okay? I'm very particular about that. And Jamie is very talented. I can tell you that much. He can sing, he played Ray very well, but Leo played Howard Hughes better. That's my opinion. He was robbed. Okay? And if this happened again, I was gonna be upset. I don't know what I'm upset with, but I was gonna be mad. And I was gonna be on the socials complaining about it. But they did well this time. Anyway, who am I speaking about? I'm speaking about Adrian Brody. He won for his performance on The Brutalist, a film that was 3 hours long. The minute I saw how long it was, I was like, oh my God. But that movie captured me. It captured me so much. I was surprised that we were at the end. Oh, the things that happened. I also generally spoil things for people, so I'm not going to talk about it in details because now I want to tell you the juicy part. And some of you are very sensitive about the things that I'm just like, girl, go watch the film. You're probably not going to feel the same way. Maybe, I do tend to exaggerate sometimes. So Maybe I'm just blowing this shit up. You might have a different, but no, don't. Ugh. People bore me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, they just take things way too seriously. Let me spoil it for you. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be a good person and not spoil it for you. But I will tell you that it was well deserved. Okay. But there was a time where they thought Timothée Chalamet was going to take the big prize because he won at the SAG Awards. Right? What is SAG Awards? These are it's actors that generally vote for. Hey man, yeah, those are not important. We know how people vote, but what's important is there was an upset there. They were like, oh damn, because everybody was set on Adrian, right? So everyone was like, yeah, Adrian is gonna be the guy. He's gonna take all the big prizes. Because sometimes it happens like that. Like, you will start winning from the Golden Globes up until the end, right? When it comes to women, that category was interesting, I will tell you that much. So, there's a film that came out called Anora. I've watched that film. Did I watch this film and think Oscar worthy? No. Not one bit. It was soft porn to me. That's what it was. Okay? The story is there, but it's not really there. You know, there's nothing that grabbed me. You know, like, I need connection, human connection. There's like a girl who's a stripper ends up marrying a kid from right. Okay. And, you know, so it didn't really move me. I watched it, you know, but I was busy on my TikTok as well to see what you guys are mad about every other day. And then I'll be like, okay, you're mad. So what now? Yeah, it was type of vibe. And then Demi Moore made a huge comeback with a film called, I'm going to remember now. What's Demi? The Substance. Yes. She made I watched that. And, okay. You know, like, I was like, yeah, sure. But also, I just felt like it was so male gazy. You know, it just like, it was for men, you know? And I just, man, there were so many things about it, and I was just like, all right. And so people hyped it up. It was high, everybody was talking about it. And I didn't buy into it. However, there is a performance that I thought was amazing. And I knew people were going to complain about this, but The Wicked, is it called?
Mm-hmm. It's The Wicked.
The Wicked, with my girl Cynthia and white Ariana. She has gone back to being white. Now look, if you don't know about that, I'll tell you some other time.
Topic for another day.
Yeah, she's gone back to being white. So my girl, they sang their heart out. They acted in that film. That film was amazing. That film deserved recognition, but they didn't give it to them for whatever reason. I don't know. If there's anybody that deserved the Best Actress prize, it would have been Cynthia.
Absolutely.
I wanted to be her. But I saw the quality of the films that she might not get it. The standard has gone down with Hollywood. Like, there's no films. You know, I said something terrible the other time why there's such, which I'm not going to share on the internet because I know how you people are. I can't take a fucking joke for shit. So I'm not going to share that. Because you're going to be mad at me and you're going to do think pieces, and really I do not have time. I have a full-time job. So, but ever since Me Too movement came out, ever since then, and the big guns getting arrested and going, quality of the films, we don't have that anymore. We don't have the Inglourious Bastards anymore. You know, we don't have like when you see it's real competition, when you're like, yo, I really don't know who's gonna win. You know, I thought personally, Conclave was such a beautiful, brilliant film.
I totally agree.
Yes, I thought cinematography wise,
Best picture. I don't understand how Anora wins best picture and best direction. I don't get it.
are you kidding? The story of Conclave. I mean, when they were wearing, do you see how they were slaying their clothes? The girls, they were in there. I was like, is this how they look there by the Vatican? I want to go, because I'm slayed. These are the feet. I mean, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. I'm glad though that guy that won the costume for the weekend. Yeah, so
Yes,
I'm
that was
happy.
amazing.
I don't know anything, but I was like, okay, cool. I didn't know about it, but
The costume designer,
the costume designer was like,
deserved
yeah.
that.
That was, but Conclave, guys, it was not recognized at the Oscars, and I thought it was such a good film. Oh my God, my man Ralph, he went out there and gave a performance of his life, only to be seen now walking around with Chelsea Handler. Ish, I'm so disappointed in that. But also, that's just me and gossip. We're not here to gossip about who went home with who. We don't know what happened. We were not there. We're just seeing pictures, you know? Anora girl, I do not think that she deserved that prize. She got it. There's nothing we can do about it. The same way I didn't think Halle Berry deserved to win an Oscar back when she won. And she's still the only black actress to ever win Black Actress, Best Actress, I guess. Yeah. So, which is crazy. Because I've seen better actresses, black actresses, that get snubbed. And then they went and got the pretty girl. I mean, she's hot. I get that. Maybe there's bias in the voting, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, the whole Oscars, I mean, there's always been that. Because really, like, you think of why would Cynthia not would have, she killed that role. She embodied it, like, in such a beautiful way.
I mean, she was even wearing the makeup. She went green. She would sit 2 hours every day to be painted green. The commitment to be green and not to be given that gold statue. I mean, this shows you that it's all, you know, hogwash. You know, it's nothing real, but it does entertain us, right? So, yeah, that bit, I predicted that Adrian was gonna win, and he did. I couldn't predict the best actress because I just knew that from early on that wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, because I saw on the Golden, like, I mean, she was already snubbed the other awards. So
Yes.
by the time it was the Oscars, I also just kind of knew that
Yeah, I knew it was done.
Wicked wasn't going to take
Yeah, it was done.
Yeah.
But there is part 2 apparently, so we hold out for the girl. But also Cynthia, let me give you scoop, you guys, about Cynthia. So Cynthia, a couple of years ago when she started, said something about Americans, Black Americans to be specific. They're still holding a grudge for that. They're still mad. So they went to the other shows that are predominantly black, NAACP, I think it's called. Apparently she was nominated as best entertainer or something with Kiki Palmer, and Kiki won. And yeah, it was another discourse on the internet about Black Americans don't like her. We were never gonna vote for her. She needs to apologize. You know what sometimes I find interesting about human beings is how they personalize things, right? Like, for instance, let's say I'm sitting with a Xhosa girl, yeah, and I said, Xhosa girls, zinje. This is probably one Xhosa girl that I've met that done that. Now I have painted everybody with that sort of brush, and I'm saying it to you, and okay, fine, I'm not even saying it to you, I'm saying it on the internet, right? But I haven't mentioned, I just said Xhosa girl, but because you identify as a Xhosa girl, you are now upset that I said that, and you personalize my statements. And also, yeah, maybe let's not generalize, maybe that's the lesson in that. However, taking things so personal that you're like, I need her to apologize. Apologize to what? To you? And I think she has apologized. And she has said, and she's been trying to she even became a lesbian, Batung.
She even became, like, people,
But
not became a lesbian. She's part of the LGBT now. Like, forgive her, forgive her.
But
She's part
guys,
of the rainbow.
they're still holding on to that, and I find that very interesting. And Americans do that a lot. I've seen it online. And like, the guy was like, "She said we were not educated, but you know you're educated. So why are you mad? Why are you mad? And what is so important for her to impress you? Why do you want her to say something nice about you? What's the need? I don't get that about the internet sometimes. I'm just like, like, people will come and say South African women, according to the internet, what I've seen, I don't know if anyone has said this, but like, Nigerian men push this narrative that South African women are easy, right? So it's like, oh, the girls in South Africa are easy. I would never be offended by that, because I know I'm not easy. So they're talking about the girls that they got. But that's not everyone. That's just her. You know? And she knows what she's doing. Trust me. She's also using you in some kind of way. So I'm never going to be offended by that. So that's how I think about it. But also, what's important about the Oscars is their dresses. Red carpet, baby. Obviously, men are always going to give us a tux. You know, I was going to get a black and white tux. Thank you, Timothy, for showing up in yellow or whatever thing that you showed up in. But the red carpet girl I've got things to say about that. So, obviously, we're going to start with, this was not on the red carpet per se. She was performing. So, Doja looked scrum. She always looks great, but I don't get the hair. I'm sorry. I do not get the hair. You know, when I think about styling I think about the whole thing, right? I may not look it right now, but I know how to dress, people. Trust me. Ask about me, okay? I know how to dress. So everything has to be considered. Everything has to be considered, my friend. So Doja's current hair is giving me concerns. I don't know what that is. And I don't know. Even when they went to the Vanity Fair after party, the dress that she wore was amazing. But the hair did not match the dress. And I know what you people are going to say, because I've already seen someone already saying that. I was like, oh, black women can't have anything. Oh my God, she's just wearing her hair. It's Doja, babe. She's not going to pick you. Doja does not pick black folks. So you can relax on that one. I want to hear it. Thank you. However, we are going to critique it. It just didn't match the vibe. You know, she could have cut it lower. Cynthia has been doing her bald thing. I think she shaved her eyebrows as well. Did you see that? Looking all cancer patient like.
She's here for the gays.
Yeah, you went, nah. And she also lost a lot of weight. She looks kind of different from when I first met her.
But I guess even from the movie, didn't she need to lose?
Was it for the film? Because both she and Ariana lost.
I think for the film they
had to lose.
I don't know. I might be wrong, but I think so.
Yeah, because they look different, right, from what they were. It's crazy. However, I do think she looked amazing on the red carpet with that bow thing that she was wearing. I don't like Cynthia's stylist per se, Jason Bolden. The man just taking the money from the people for no reason. It disappoints me every time, but he did well. I think Cynthia is starting to be more confident on the red carpet. So I've seen the growth in what she picks. Even the dress that she wore when she was performing, and the dress that she wore at the after party, I think she looked amazing. That was probably the first time I've ever been impressed by Jason. And our white girl, Ariana Grande. Do you know the story about Cynthia and Ariana and Lena?
Gossip, no.
We are not gossiping. Or we are not gossiping.
We are not gossiping. Yes, stick to the fashion.
No, it kills me though. It kills me because Cynthia is a true lesbian. Now I'm telling you that much.
We are not gossiping.
We're talking clothes now.
We're talking clothes.
and it kills me. But the internet is fun. I don't know why people are be mad on the internet, because the internet is fun. Also, we didn't talk about. You see, I didn't watch that film, Zoe Saldana's film. She also has her own controversies, which I'm not gonna get into. But
I haven't watched it also. I want to try it.
so she won best supporting actor. There's a whole drama about that as well. The lady, Miss Leading Actress, you don't know about the drama?
I didn't.
Yeah, she almost didn't go to the Oscars. Remember, cancelled they unearthed old tweets where she was a white supremacist because she's from Spain. No, not Zoe. Zoe's a colorist.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. The
All
actual
of this
leading
is
lady.
alleged, by the way. we just heard. We do not come for us. All of this is alleged. So, also, I used to love Zoe. Zoe was my girl. Center Stage was one of those films that I would watch over and over and over and over again. Love that film. She was supporting there, you know. She was amazing, but she's the one that became the bigger star than all of the other people, which is great.
Kelly, clearly.
She's supposed to got her Oscar for supporting now, you know. In terms of fashion, I also think she's been great all around, but this award season, I feel like her stylist did not like her. I feel like it didn't hit. Like, proportion-wise, man, it wasn't working. Like, the dress that... Guys, as much as I don't think Halle Berry was deserving of that Oscar, but that dress deserved an Oscar that she wore. Like, that dress was... I still think about it this day. I'm like, damn, if I could get a chance to embody a dress like that, I'll definitely take it. So, I'm waiting for Brad Pitt to come around. Yo, since I was 11, I've been waiting for Brad. I don't think he's coming. I don't think he's coming at all. But yeah, so I didn't like Zoe's dress, all of them. And Coleman Domingo will be the only man that slay on the red carpet because he gay, okay? He one of us. He like 'em boys. So he's always gonna slay. I love him. He always makes me happy. He's literally my Zendaya of men. Like, I know he's not gonna... I mean, he did put some foot wrong. There's something that he wore during the whole process. So I was like, not sure. But on the big nights, my friend, I came through. I came through. That red, and he came with the husband. He has a Spanish husband. Yeah, apparently they met on this site where you buy things. Craigslist. Yeah, apparently they met the husband like that. Also none of my business. But it's something that you should know. You can meet your husbands anywhere. You don't need to do that on the internet. And, you know... So just saying, just putting it out there. Who else was I impressed with? It was boring. Okay, Demi, I think throughout the whole season, there was a time where she put her best foot forward. You know, she was coming back, you know, like this was a huge comeback, and I appreciate that. Love that. However, the girl that won the best actress was horrible. The dress that she wore was horrible. And also I just saw that. Oh yeah, Tyler, was she there? I didn't see her.
Vanity Fair.
At the party. You see, they didn't show my girl. Oh, I probably stand, but I'm sick and tired of the same silhouette and all of that. Like, I think I need to talk to Denise. I think she and I need to have a little chat. But also I do get she's like 23, you know? So she'll dress like a 23-year-old. I respect that. But I just feel like she has such potential. I did see her on the Vogue, British Vogue. She went, guys, we didn't talk about it. Tyler was on British Vogue cooking papni now. We are international.
Happens international.
Hey, see, fix her ears well, one by one. But what is spoon step up and chakalaka, what pap, what voros. Hi, Bo, Tyler, I didn't answer. I was like, hi, Bo, look at us. Who would have known? That we will be on international stage cooking pap? Thank you, Tyler. Love you, Nis. So I'm not gonna drag her too much. I love her. I love what she's doing, and I'm happy that Americans don't love her because I love her enough for the world, even if it's just me against everybody. That's my girl right there. So yeah, who else did I think was great? I don't think the red carpet really impressed me this much. That much. It was also a lot that was going on. Like I was seeing a lot of red carpet things, man. Like 1 minute it's Saturday Night Live 50th. Don't that needs to end also. Oh my God, I was wrong with Americans. And then it was what? Elton John, and then some people, it was a whole mess. That's what I saw. And I also think that people need to bring back accessories. I don't know who told everybody that accessories are out of style. They are not. They elevate an outfit. They elevate your dress. So if you're just gonna give me bare neck and just also guys consider your hair. Consider your hair. Dua Lupa, what's her name? Dua something. You all know her, right? Last year she dyed her hair red. She could not dress with that hair. Doesn't matter how she dressed. It just didn't work out. It wasn't just not her color. You know? And we need to, these celebrities need to, they need people to tell them no. And hire me, guys. Me, I know how to say no. If there's anything I know how to say in the world is no.
And do you think like which fashion brands like kind of stood out? Because I think sometimes people also stuck with their fashion brands. Like sometimes if one is just Chanel will be releasing bad stuff, but they're like Chanel's my girl.
Personally, I feel like Chanel, the French girls know how to wear Chanel. Everybody else just makes it look messy. And whoever is, Chanel has not done well in such a long time. Chanel's terrible, okay? Like, oh my God. And then it's Louis Vuitton. But I can't really fault LV that much because Zendaya signed up to be one of the faces, the global brand ambassador. And Zendaya slays in the LV dress. And I'm like, huh. But also Emma Stone is the global brand ambassador as well. Hey, she had a couple of misses, but she's coming back. I think my girl's got that pixie cut. Yeah, that pixie cut is working for me. You know? So I feel like LV and Chanel, and then there's Valentino. They took that guy that used to, that guy stresses me out with the frills and night dress. Everything that he does must be frills and flowery and baby, do your own thing then. Start your own brand because he completely messed the whole vibe of the brand for me. I'm not loving Valentino that much anymore. You know, he did the same at Gucci, and everybody know I'm down. Your mom keys it. Yeah, one. So I was down for Gucci, and actually they fired the other CD, and I don't think I'm down for Gucci that much anymore. So I'm gonna be adios. But Solange is there, so it's kind of makes it hard for me.
Solange is there. We don't know now.
Solange is there, and I'm like, that's my girl. You know. So yeah, in terms of fashion, I wasn't really impressed. I think we need to do some improvement, and I think we need to bring back personal style. You know, I think we need to bring back personal style, and that's what's missing. Because Zendaya have a small bag, guys, for her to be carrying the entire fashion industry. She can't. It can't be on her like that. And she's gonna get married soon and have to say, you see, girls, don't disappoint me. It can't be my girl. Okay? It can't be my girl. And because I wasn't really too impressed about the fashion, so this is where I'm gonna leave it. I'm just gonna say, let's give Zendaya a break. She can't be carrying it alone. We all need to come to the party. So I can also just say, let me know who you thought slayed. Maybe I didn't see everybody because I'm focused on one page that's showing other people. You know, I didn't get the full picture. You know, so you can tell me. I would like to know. Let me know who slayed you. Let me know what are your favorite bands and what do you think about the whole Chanel situation. Talk to me. Let's have fun in the comments and talk about fun stuff, right? Let's talk about what do you think. Did you watch the Oscars? Generally, I don't watch the shows. They're so boring. But I do know what's happening. So so you tell me if you watch the shows and you enjoy them or if you've seen the films and what you think about the whole thing. Then we'll have a nice conversation about that, and maybe we'll keep talking about this some more. And if you like this kind of content anyway, let us know. So follow us on So what now? On Instagram, we on YouTube. Go there, subscribe, like, tell somebody. Let's talk about it. Peace.